Hi, welcome to another video of the Target Individual Program, the Target Individual Experience. So, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier in my earlier video that I did, but I talked about, I know yesterday I talked about the situation that happened in the home with my two grandnieces in terms of dressing appropriately when I'm around. You know, like stop walking around with your bra on, stop walking around with your underwear, your panties on, and shit like that. You know, and getting pushback, right, from one of them, her father, one of the father, and I just speak to my sister about it too. So what happened today? As I was coming up my bedroom today, again, one of my nieces, the one I've constantly talked to about that, again coming out of the bathroom with just her underwear on, and it's like they're going to do whatever to push back, right? So this is how they're being conditioned into this. Whereas, they don't respect black male authority, whether you're in the home or wherever else. They don't respect that, right? They don't even respect all the female authority because, again, when I'm not around, they whatever. So if they're older, if their grandmother, aunties, mother not saying anything, then, well, who am I to say something, right? I'm just a man, right? Again, the lack of respect that just goes out the window. Okay? And this is what's been happening. And as I say, as black men, we need to stand up and we need to speak out and we need to do what we have to do to get our community and those within our community on code with certain types of behavior. Because what the white supremacists are doing is allowing black women to just do anything and raise black children to, with no structure, no discipline. And then when they get older, they complain, the women complain about black men not being this and not being that. When it's the very same women that are raising, not the very same women, but when it is women that are raising black boys to become men who are undisciplined, have no structure, because they don't, and also have this delusional mentality because they don't tell them the truth, right? So we have to understand that. And on top of that, as many times as I've told Pam, I said, listen, if you want, I said, I can watch the kids, but I'm not going to watch the kids while you're going out on dates. So what happened today? She called me. She's like, oh, I'm leaving work soon, and I forgot to tell you that I'm going out to dinner, right? You know what I'm saying? So she comes in the house. Don't say a word to me except for hi. I didn't even see her. I didn't even, she, let me tell you something so I know, again, what they try to do, right? Because, everything that I say, they're going to try to do the opposite and disrespect me in any sort of way. I'm not having it. So she comes in, right? Didn't say anything to me at all, except for hi, what have you. That's it. Haven't seen her since she come in, what have you. Then my daughter comes and tell me, oh, mommy said you have to feed us, right? And I'm like, I said to Pamela, when you going to tell me this? Oh, I was going to tell you and this and that and such and such. Okay, but if you was going to tell me, why are you telling my daughter? Why are you telling Alyssa that? Why you don't come to me and tell me? Because I guess she didn't want to see me and how she was, I guess she didn't want me to see how she was dressed. That's the only reason why I can think about it. Because other times when she's going out, she's like, oh, how do I look? How do I look? Right? So but today, no. And like I said, I'm not staying here. I told her, I said, I'm leaving. I've told you this already. I'm leaving. But again, they will try to overwrite what you see as a man. Right? This is the mentality of black women. Right? And how they have gotten, and not all black, well, I should say black women, but Negro-European women. And not all of them are like, but the majority is exhibiting these types of behavior because, again, this is the work of white supremacists, which we don't understand. And they're black Negro-European women don't even want to understand it. Period. They just living their life, what's in their head, what they've been conditioned, the delusional mindset that they've been conditioned as whatever thinking is in their head, that's how they live in their life. And ignoring the realities. So, with that being said, I kind of want to do this video because, again, also what they've been trying to do, because they want me to stay here and watch the kids while she goes on the day, is they like to play these games, right? So, like I said, certain words that's being said, like, down, up, what have you, certain, like positive words, positive emotional words, they'll try to use it to say, well, okay, if I stay here and watch the kids, then I'm going to be up. Up with what? I'm not interested in being in another relationship with Pamela. Period. Let me just put that there, okay? Period. Not going to happen. Something that I wanted, don't want anymore. Don't want that. Right? Because, again, why would I be with someone who lies all the time, narcissistic as shit, don't take no responsibility, okay? Don't care about the mental health and safety of her children, okay? Who wants to do what she wants to do, and that's it. And everybody else gotta live in her world. Well, let me show you how. Okay, this is the chaoticness of her world, right? This is not my world. This is her world, right? This is the chaoticness, and this is just one room. All right. And anybody that don't have the ability to change or want to change for the better, to better themselves, not just for themselves, but for your children. Okay? And to teach your children, you know, not to do certain things. To let them also learn from your mistakes. Okay? And this is what I talk about. When I talk about what they've done with black women, Negro women, is to take away their natural ability. Because they don't even know who they are. They're chasing some idea. That's all it is that they're chasing. Idea. That's been put into their heads, into their minds. Right? And ignoring the reality. So, you know, as black men, we have to leave them be. And I say black men, I'm talking about black men, not Negro men. We have to leave them be. You can give them support, doesn't mean that you don't love them. Right? Okay, because you guys see, I'm still coming over here, I'm still watching their kids, what have you. Right? But in terms of anything else, no. And it's interesting because, you know, she was telling me about a friend of hers whose daughter had lead poisoning. And I've been talking to her about this for years and years and years, and she refused to listen to me. Now all of a sudden, oh, I know we were talking about this, but who was talking about it? See, when it comes from a black man who knows, they don't like it because they want to be the one to always think that they know it all. They're always right. So when as a black man, you know your shit, they don't like that, right? And this is the masculine mentality that we talk about. Because you see, they don't have the ability to try and fix things. They have their ability is to try and get what they want. Okay? Us men, our innate ability is to always try to problem solve, to fix things. Right? That's why when they shit breaks down, who do they call? Men. Not to say that women can't do it, but guess what? Most women don't want to do that. They don't be bothered with that. Okay? So, this is what I talk about. This is what other YouTubers have talked about. And shout out to Crimson Kill. You know, besides Kevin Samuels, she's like the next best person that I listen to. Okay, because here's a woman. You know, she's Muslim, she's religious. Her religion is Islam, right? But that doesn't negate, you know, the truth that she speaks. And you see, even though I'm not religious, I listen to her. I subscribe to her. Okay, because you know what? She makes, just like the Minister Louis Farrakhan. I'm not Islamic. I'm not Christian. And any Christian person that I see is speaking the truth and talking the truth in terms of we as black people and what we need to do and how white supremacy is affecting us and is destroying us as a people and as family. Okay, I have no problem listening and supporting those people. It's when they come with the religious indoctrinated BS and try to put it and try to say, well, this is how I should live my life. No. No, thank you. I can agree with your message. I can agree with some of the things that you say, but I don't have to agree on everything. And I will support you if your mission is to uplift black people, black men and women, black children, the black communities of color. I will support you 100%. So I have no problem, you know, sharing your message, particularly when it comes to things that are affecting black people outside of religion. Right? So shout out to Crimson Crow. Like I said, besides Kevin Samuel, she is the other person that we as black men and women really need to listen to. Negro men and women too. Really need to listen. Because a lot of things that she said, I've talked about, you know. And just as, you know, my channel hasn't grown in years. And I keep saying to myself, you know, whenever people speak the truth, right, you will see that they won't get as many subscribers as people who just lie and want to tell people what they want to hear. Okay? I mean, I think that's the reason why Kevin Samuels was so popular, because he was beginning to realize and wake up the minds of particularly black people, as well as other people, whether Hispanic, white, because yeah, white people calling, Hispanic people calling, Asian people calling, because people were hearing he had the ability to deliver a message, even though sometimes he was funny as hell and sometimes he can seem rude. But a lot of times he was only rude because the person who he was having a conversation with was rude and wouldn't listen and interject and try to take over his show. It's his show. And this is the reason why I believe that they killed him. He didn't die accidentally. That's what they say. Remember, I talk about this, right? These people are expert in killing you and making it look like it's natural. So if they know that you are on medication, what have you, they will manipulate your mind using silent sound, using all sorts of tactics, your friends, what have you, to manipulate you into doing things that negate the medication that you're taking. Understand these things, right? Understand these things. See, there used to be a company, I think it was a Kenyan company, that would make this tea. It's a moringa tea, but they used to have other spices to give you other advantage, right? Other health advantage or health boost. Okay? And I recommend this to a lot of people. And what happens? All of a sudden, they stop selling it on Amazon. This is what they do. Anything that will help black people in terms of health, where we don't have to pay a whole bunch of money to doctors, what have you, they will get rid of it. Okay? It was called ME. The company was called ME, right? It's a Kenyan company, African company. And so when we decide to support our own, this is what they do. They remove it from off of Amazon. Okay? And I used to drink this tea twice a day. This be made for slim. Let me see if I have one of the containers here. Maybe not. But yeah, they basically remove and stop selling it on Amazon. You know, and then what happened also, they started raising the price. It started to become, a lot. It's still, it was more expensive, but it wasn't that expensive. But they still raised the price, right? So I figured they were probably doing things to make it harder for them to import this stuff in. But this is what they do. This is how they attack black businesses and how they sabotage black businesses. Okay? So yeah. So anyway, sorry for going off on that little side thing there, but I just wanted to mention that before I forget. Right? So yeah, so this was happening. So like I said, she was trying to be very, very manipulative. Oh, I forgot to tell you that I got a date. I'm going out tonight. After I've told so they try to put me in a position where I've said to her, I'm not doing this. Okay? But this is what they do. This is tell you the manipulative nature. And because these white supremacists have created a psychological program and got them believing in it, because they want to hold us men hostage, black men hostage, right? Because they got them thinking that black men are the one that are oppressing them. No, we have never oppressed black women. Okay? To the point where they think that because you're in a relationship and your man said to you, hey, you know what? Don't be showing your ass on social media. You're my woman. Don't be showing your ass on social media. We can't even tell them that. You know what I'm saying? So this is the lack of respect that has been conditioned into the mindset. Even women in their 40s, mid-40s, 50s. Okay? They're not exempt. Right? Because they also have drank the Kool-Aid, right? And believe in it. Even though it's not good for their health. Anyhow, I'll talk to you guys in the next video.